Here we are standing in front of the 2020 Ford Explorer ST in iconic silver. And today's list is the five list. The five list. That's what our video is about today. 2020 Ford Explorer ST. The 5 things I love about the Ford Explorer ST. Stay tuned. Hello, Rich from 2RC Productions here, and this is the second part, first part, whatever you want to call it, 2020 Ford Explorer ST. I'm sitting in the interior right now, and I am about to rattle off the list of 5 things that I love about the 2020 Ford Explorer ST. It's definitely easier to make the like video than the hate video, even though there is a few things I do not like. For the most part, other than a few quirky things that are going on with this vehicle, the wife and I absolutely love it. We were looking at it in a lot and kept looking at it, and then we're looking at the XLTs and the Limiteds and looking at all of them. And like, do we really need the ST? Because it's pretty pricey. You know, do I need all these bells and whistles? We can go back a little bit. And I just kept looking at this thing and being like, man, that thing is sweet. The profile of this truck, the stance is just incredible. Looking at it, sitting in a parking lot or whatever, it's just a beautiful machine. The architecture, the body panels, just gorgeous. And the wife was looking at it and she's like, we're a performance family. We like muscle cars and stuff, but my wife is not like a total gearhead or anything, but she was just sold on the ST. And I love the fact that she was excited about it, even though I didn't want to spend that much money on the vehicle, but she loved it. I loved it. So it seemed to be a no-brainer. Now we are 6 months into ownership. We got 6,180 miles on the vehicle, and it has been fantastic. We do have a couple little issues we're ironing out, but this thing is awesome. I mean, every time I get in it to drive it, I get excited to go out. It's just so comfortable to drive. It's so fun, the power. But anyway, I'm getting off of my list here. So the 5 things I like, starting with number 5. Number 5 is the interior. Some people complain. Let me see if I can turn this other light on over here too. Yeah. Some people complain about this interior. I apologize if it's kind of dark in here. I'm in my garage filming. Complain about the interior because it's just plain. It's all black and it's so boring. And I think it's awesome. It's got a dashboard like the older vehicles. Everything is where you need it. Easy to reach, easy to control. Steering wheel is absolutely amazing. I love the ST. I love the feel of it. It's just an awesome steering wheel. Big Ford emblem. The dash, the gauges on this thing. This has an awesome dash assembly. I'm flipping through the modes right now. Normal, eco. It changes total views of gauges. Different colors. Say I'm going to go into sport now. Sport is absolutely the coolest. You don't want to drive in sport all the time, but it is awesome. I mean, it's just incredible what they do with the dash, your infotainment system. A lot of people don't like this. It works phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Everything is right there. It's big letters, easy to read. All your radio controls. Everything is, I just love the look of it. I love the heat registers, how everything looks. The seats. Man, I apologize for the darkness in there, but the seats, everything is black, so you could, maybe I get a little more light there, with silver accents and some carbon fiber up here. But the interior itself is just awesome. The seats are comfortable. Love the interior. Number 4 is the power. The 3.0 liter V6 with twin turbos, man. This thing packs a punch, man. It packs a punch. Now, it's weird how, because cars are like, you could roll your foot into it, and I've had this happen a couple times where you roll off of a start and then you start to get into it and you don't hit a passing gear or nothing. Now this is a 10-speed and it just kind of rolls in because you're gradually accelerating, and then the turbos come in gradually and you're like, it doesn't feel that fast, but you're watching the speedo climb. But if you hit passing gear or you hit this thing off the start, and especially in sport mode, when I was originally driving this, like in my original review, I'm like, it feels the same in normal. But when you put it in sport and you drive a little bit, and then you do some hard launches and takeoffs, it is incredible how hard this thing pulls out of the gate. The torque, 415 pound-foot of torque 400 horse. This thing's almost 5,000 pounds, but man, does it scoot. We're talking 0 to 60, 5.3, quarter mile, 13.8, 13.9. I mean, this thing moves. And to have a family vehicle that you haul your family around and you're doing family things and cruise around and grocery getting and whatever, and you got that power under the hood, man. You hit that passing gear and it drops down and it's ramping through the gears, man. It is fun. And I've been around cars all my life, muscle cars, you name it, way back. This thing is a freaking blast. The 3.0 V6, we'll see how it is long term, but this thing makes some incredible power. And tunability, simple 93 octane tune on this thing will give you like 50 more horse. They've gotten up to like 540 horse out of these things with just tuning. No mods whatsoever. It is an amazing platform. And that 10-speed tranny so far has been absolutely flawless. It shifts so smooth. Unlike the XLT, when I was in the XLT behind the 4-banger, the EcoBoost 4-banger with the 10-speed, real herky-jerky and searching for gears all the time. The 3.0 with the 10-speed, fantastic. Number 3, the stereo system. The stereo system, it's got that Bang & Olufsen 14 speakers, 980 watts. The stereo sounds amazing in here. It has like stereo setting and surround setting. I run it in surround all the time. And I mean, you don't even have to turn it up. You turn up like 14, 15, which is about half volume, and it just fills the truck. It has subwoofers in each door, a big subwoofer in the back. It's just a nice, all-around, complete sound that does not disappoint, whether you listen to rock and roll, classical, hip-hop, whatever you listen to, man, it sounds awesome in the Ford Explorer. So good job, Ford, hooking up with the Bang & Olufsen, if I'm saying that right, because it's a nice stereo system. Number 2, the looks. I kind of touched on this in the beginning. It is an absolute gorgeous truck. The design, whoever did the design work, all the body lines and creases and flow, everything just flows. And when you get the ST with this street pack, they have the street pack and a performance pack. This one has a street pack with the 21-inch wheels and the red brake calipers through the wheel. The wheels look awesome. They're basically the same wheel like on the I believe they're on the Platinum, but those are polished. These are painted black. But the wheels, the stance, the body lines, all the black accents, it is an absolute gorgeous vehicle. And even people that don't like Fords or could care less about Explorers are like, I've had so many people tell me, wow, is that a good looking vehicle? Man, that thing is nice looking. Man, that thing's badass. It just looks awesome. And a lot of people think it's a Range Rover too, because it looks a lot like the Range Rover. Ford and obviously Range Rover have been teamed up for years. I don't know if they still are, honestly, but I know they were teamed up, and you could tell they took a lot of the design features from that vehicle, which, they're updating everything. So a lot of the price on this thing has to do with the electronics and the safety features, and the car drives itself. It'll back into a parking spot, all that stuff. But the styling is absolutely amazing. Absolutely love the styling. And number 1, and this is a hard one here because number 1 is the feel you get while driving this vehicle. Now, that could be entirely subjective, but if you're a car person, I would say if you're not a car person at all, you might not get this. But if you're a car person, you understand what I'm talking about. You could drive in a car and feel like a total turd driving it. I mean, like, it can change your whole demeanor, how you feel. You could get behind a car and feel like a dork, embarrassed, don't want nobody to see you. And then you could get behind the wheel of a car and feel like you are He-Man at a Masters of the Universe driving it, right? Waving your arm out with the big biceps out the window. You could be like a little skinny, puny dude, but you sit in that car, and now if you were 4'11", now all of a sudden you're 6'1" with big biceps and big chest and deep voice, and you're screaming, "This thing is, I feel like I'm man driving this car." That's what it is when you drive the Ford Explorer ST. Maybe not that dramatic for some, but I'm telling you, you get behind the wheel of this car, and it is a thrill ride, man. It is awesome. It's like, I love muscle cars. I have a Mustang. I love driving my Mustang. It gives you that same feel. You get behind the wheel of this 6-passenger SUV family hauler, and you fire it up, and it's like, dude, this thing makes you feel good behind the wheel. And that's probably the best I could describe it, is you feel good. You feel proud to be driving this vehicle. You don't feel embarrassed. When you're driving it, you forget all about how much money the vehicle costs you. Honestly, you do. Even though I know I keep going on these prices and stuff, but just new car prices to me are just absolutely insane. If you go to inflation rate, like back in the 80s or whatever, it's like, I don't know what happened, but I know what happened. It's because all these technological advancements that you have. But anyway, you forget all about the payment book or how much this vehicle cost you when you're driving it, boy, because it is a fun vehicle to drive. It's fun just to cruise. It's fun to put your foot in it. Even when you're not getting in it and you're just taking it nice and easy, you just feel good driving the 2020 Ford Explorer ST. So that's all we got. That's our list for the 5 things I like. And there's a lot more things I like about this, but we're keeping it to 5 because the 5 seems to be the popular number, the 5 things. So till next time, Rich from 2RC Productions here. Please don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. If you like what you're seeing, check out our other Explorer ST videos along with our other product reviews. And we have other vehicles that we showcase videos on as well, and how-tos and reviews and unboxings and you name it. Give the channel a look if you haven't. And till next time, Rich from 2RC Productions signing out. Thanks for watching.